Hmm. It's an impressive view. The hawks gliding overhead, the mountains in the background. And I guess we're heading up here. This is an interesting, this strange looking ramp here. It reminds me of in castles where they make their approach very difficult, so that any invaders have to run up a narrow defile to get to the castle. But it's strange that it's actually inside the city walls. I guess this is in case of the walls are breached and then people start to invade through here. Unless, of course, this was built before the walls. It's like an older construction. I don't know. Very impressive. I wonder if you're allowed to go up on the walls. I wouldn't mind a view from one of these towers. Quick tour of the castle walls to see what you can see in the view. What's this? We have rabbits hanging up. We have an armour smith or a swordsmith. Was I misreading the sign? Lovely warm place after the chill winds outside. Goodness, look at that. That's an impressive skull.
Hello and welcome, my friend.
Hello, I was just admiring your troll skull.
On this fine day?
That's a hell of a talking piece on your counter there. Fahada.
True, I may look the part of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the art of wit to that of warfare.
Oh, you and me both. I'd rather be talking than fighting, I can tell you very much. Very much. What have you got for sale, Fahada?
What are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want to know.
I hate to say this, but I'm more window shopping than anything. I'm not really in the mood for buying things. Oh wow, look at that, an ancient Nord bow. Interesting. I think I'll be back to see you, Fahada. I'm just sort of looking around today. I'm actually looking for the temple, but
perhaps I'll be seeing more of you.
You will. I'll be back through. I'll be back through again. I'm very much a tourist, I'm afraid. Sorry to be wasting your time. Just enjoying the feel and look of the city. There's a chimney gun up there. Not what I expected from this anyway. From the sign outside, I thought it would be a. Maybe those are arrows on the. Are those arrows on the sign? I thought they were swords. Yeah, those are crossed swords, aren't they? Oh well. What else do we have here? We have soldiers through there. And a forge. So I'm guessing this is Barrand.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
Who said that? Hello!
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with?
Well, I met your wife earlier, Seima. I was just wondering, so you make the armour for the Imperials. She suggested that you've been so busy recently that she's hardly seen you.
It's almost all I have time for these days.
Exactly.
The men training here in Solitude, and the troops out in the field, they all need weapons and armor. But I'm not telling you anything you don't already know.
Well, exactly. So you're dedicated to the Empire, then?
To be honest, no. But High King Torrig supported them. And now, her lady Elisif has thrown in with them. You could say I'm a king's man at heart. I guess that's Jarl's man now. My loyalty lies with Solitude. So, where Jarl Elisif leads, I follow.
That's a very honest opinion, Baron. Thanks for that. An honest man with an honest opinion. And I suppose you can't really blame the Jarl for throwing in one side or the other. You know? Very hard to not pick a side. You don't sound like the sort of person who'll be doing this, but have you considered going actually fighting?
I think I would, if it weren't for my son and my wife. Oh, Seima would have my hide if I even suggested I might step foot on a battlefield. You think Stormcloaks and Legionnaires are dangerous? Ha!
Yeah, don't cross the wife. I'm only actually looking, but what have you got for sale?
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Just window shopping, Baron. Ups?
Blades, helmets. Pretty much anything to
Bloody
suit your
Skyrim.
needs.
Some good steel armor and various other things. I'll be back. I'll be coming back. I'm not in the mood for this sort of thing
Return
today.
anytime you need arms or armor. My forge never rests.
Thank you. Although probably right now you'll probably be glad if it did rest. Well, we're having good business as a smith, but I shouldn't think you'll be you're happy about the fact of what the products that you're making and what they're being used for. I'm not sure I'm allowed to wander in here. There's a lot of soldiers around. Imperial soldiers, at least. Maybe my credentials as an Imperial will be respected, but I don't know. Hello, soldier.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
That's horrible. It's healed up very well. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not really an adventurer, though. Not particularly. A man in a robe. Excuse me. Hello? Hello? Roland.
As High Priest of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome.
Ah,
Need
just
something?
the person I'm looking for. Where's the temple? Are you heading
Yes.
towards the temple? Can I walk along with you if that's okay? I don't mean to be creepy. I'm not following you home or anything. I'm just wondering if
The battlefield is full of distractions. Ignore them. Focus on your targets.
if you're I'm getting distracted now. If you're the priest, are you heading towards the temple? Oh wow, look at this. The thrones for the king and queen. I'm not going to sit on thrones. For the king and queen, or like an outside court where they hold. Maybe this is where they hold judgment and meetings with the general public.
Battlefield is full of distractions. Ignore
Where did the
them.
priest go?
Focus on your targets.
In here? Does that mean this is where the temple is? I'm not going somewhere illegal. The Temple of the Divines.
Blessings of the Eight Divines upon you. How may I help?
Thank you, Freya. I do feel blessed for finally having got here. It's not been a particularly pleasant journey.
You look troubled. Have you come seeking guidance? Feel free to take a seat or pray at the shrines. We appreciate worship in all its forms.
Well, that's what I'm here to do. A major part of my journey. And I said it was a hard journey to get here, but I suppose that's part of the purpose, isn't it, really? If it was too easy, then it would have less value. One of the alcoves up front is missing. Is empty, rather. I suspect I know which one it is.
Ah, yes. That once held the shrine to Talos. But the worship of Talos was banned by the White Gold Concordat some time ago.
Yes, I'm aware
The
of that,
strong
Freya.
and honorable always carry the blessing of the Eight.
Thank you. Strong, maybe not. Honourable, I'd like to think so.
Try to attend to your temple duties as well.
What a beautiful place.
May knowledge of your divinity carry
Good
us
morning.
through our daily trials.
Blessings to you. The divines are listening.
Thank you, Solana.
Remind us of our place when we forget.
And here we are. That was probably a very profound statement there, but I'm not sure what I picked up. Remind us of our place when we forget. And there's the empty pedestal.
A word?
Certainly, Acolyte. What troubles you?
I know you and Father
What a wonderful
Morrowind
place.
have many duties to attend to in the temple, but sometimes I feel that there are more.
I think I'm going to
important
sit down
matters
here
to
for a
attend
while.
to.
What could be more important than hearing the prayers of
Let's
the
take a bit of
faithful
time.
and answering the questions of the dedicated?
Let us walk in the steps of the divines.
The people of Solitude are destitute.
It'd be nice to have complete silence in
Many
here,
are
but never mind.
starving and desperate for work.
I guess these
We
guys
need
have got to
be
go
more
through their
active
rituals.
to reach out to them.
Well, good morning. I'm just up on the castle walls enjoying the sunrise. Apparently you can get up here. There's no restriction. You can wander around the castle walls quite freely, which is nice. And a very pleasant day there's indeed. Very pleasant start. There's very interesting views. Look at another big barrow or something over there. And you can see the swamps that I think between us and Solitude and Dawnstar. Anyway, yes, so I left you yesterday I'm just enjoying the semi-silence of the Temple of the Eight Divines, and I spent most of the rest of the day there, just in quiet contemplation and thought about what happened so far on the journey. Oh, close. I think I've been to these hawks. Wish I could see them more clearly. Not that clearly. That's coming rather close. Okay. It's not. I'm not near its nest or anything. It's not coming to attack me. But that's the closest I think I've ever seen one. At least a live one. Can I drop down here? Is that just a drainage? It's just drainage. I think I should be going through there. I'll probably fall and break a leg or something, if not my neck. Yes, so I spent the rest of the day in the temple, and I feel much more at peace with myself now. Much better, despite the... I'll never be able to forget Solitude, think of Solitude without thinking about that damn execution as I came in, but... I feel, we can see, look, we can watch the guards at their practice down below. Yeah, that sad memory is at least tempered by the fact that the pleasure of having achieved something, having achieved another step in the journey. So I think this is going to be like my last full day in Solitude. I'm going to go back and revisit the people I saw yesterday and equip for the next leg down, which is going to be another long one. I'm going to head all the way southwest, all the way down to not Falkreath, Markath, all the way down to Markath. It's going to be quite a journey through the wilds. And before, when I was travelling from Windhelm to Solitude, I thought, just head west along the road, and in the same train of thought, what I have to do is head southwest from Solitude, and I will arrive at Markath. As simple as that. But I think I've already learned so far that it might not be as easy as that. I was hoping the way will be a bit better signposted, but we need to equip ourselves again. The food is getting a bit short. Plenty of money, food's a bit short. I think it's finally time to... I don't think I'll be able to afford to get any better equipment, but I'm going to work on my equipment, try to improve it a little bit as I have it so far. Get some new equipment where I can, and stock up on food for the journey, so I'm fully prepared. And then Miko and I will head out tomorrow. So a busy day ahead. Well, I must admit, it's not been the greatest shopping trip so far. I've had a look around. There's nothing really great in a lot of the shops. I've done some good work on my armour and improved things where I can, but and I've got some more food from the market. I picked up some fresh fish and some for cooking later, and some food ready to go, and some vegetables. But
You should see me when you get bored.
I don't know if you particularly feel very well stocked. But I've just spotted the shop here. I must have missed this one before. This is the... Must be a potion shop.
What are you doing that for?
Doing what for? Are you talking to me? I'm just coming in and talking to people. Hello, Gisley?
Hello, I'm Gisley. But you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does.
I've no idea what your problem is,
later,
Gisley.
if we
I did not.
must.
I'll leave you to it.
Potions, you should talk to my aunt.
I thought you were working here. Okay,
Welcome
Vivian.
to
So
the
you
center of the world. Or at least my brother Erica's world.
you two are just here for decoration, are you, and pleasant chit chat? Are you the only sane person in here, Angeline?
You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to Whiterun?
No, I haven't been there yet. I'm going to travel through there later.
Oh, well. It was a long shot. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Okay, I'm not sure why you were asking about Whiterun, but okay. I would just like a couple of stamina potions if you have any. I mean, that's a bit more than I need, really. A couple of minor stamina potions and a regular one too. Have you got anything else good here? I think we're okay with most of everything else. I'm not selling my my souvenir. Let's sell off some of these spare things. I'm not quite sure how I picked up some of these things. Are these the ones I picked up from Sophie, isn't it? The one I bought from Sophie. And some garlic. I think we're okay for now. Thank you, Angeline. By the way, you did mention something about Whiterun. I'm just wondering why you were asking.
My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her. I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help.
I'm sorry about that, Fura. I haven't been to Whiterun, so I don't know if she's there or not. I could try and get some more information if that's helpful.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news.
Okay, well, I saw him
Don't
earlier.
forget me next time you need herbs and potions.
He was the gentleman training the soldiers over in the castle, so at least I know where he was. I presume that's where he still is. And I'm going to chat with the captain. And also, remember, we have a message to take down to the docks.
I've got a little work if you're interested, traveller.
Creepy Argonian, I don't think so. You didn't actually say anything unpleasant to me there, but just the whole tone of how you were saying it makes the hairs at the back of my neck rise up. I don't think I'll be getting involved with you. Yeah, so as I was saying, I think we'll head down to the docks. I must have missed the docks on the way in. I presume they're down on the lake that we saw from the view from the walls, but we'll head down in a minute. And you know, it's a shame to come to Solitude and look around the place and not see the docks. Here we are. Is this gentleman over here, I think? Right, some pretty fine shooting there. Not exactly all bullseyes, but very impressive. I hope the Stormcloaks are as good. Hello, Captain.
Yes?
Captain, Angela sent me to ask about her daughter.
Generally, posting information is need to know only.
Well, she needs to know.
I'm sorry. I can't help you.
My skills have failed me. Tell me about her daughter. That's an order, Captain. How can I order him?
That's the way it is.
Okay. Well, it's a shame, doesn't it? We seem to be able to help out with
Yes?
with Angeline there. I thought with my ability to convince people that might have worked, but clearly not. Without taking Miko for a walk. He's been a good dog sitting outside. He need a bit of exercise. So we're heading down the docks. Well, there's a farm. I say, well, I wonder where the
No
farm is.
lollygagging.
I'm just walking past. I was going to say I haven't got my armour on, but I feel fairly safe with the guards out here. But they're not a friendly bunch by any means, are they? I can see a ship down there. Yeah, here we have a farm. I'm not sure what sort of things they grow here. What the climate allows. I did notice that some things like apples are incredibly expensive here. So I guess that's part of the reason. I thought apples would have been easier to grow than other things. Where are the there's plenty of livestock. Where are the fields? There are piggies. Must have fields out somewhere to be growing all these vegetables and things, but that's quite limited. Is that it? I don't know how you produce enough crops for.
Talk to Gaiman if you want a horse, or Catla if you're looking for work.
Oh, thank you. I'm not after either, actually, young man. I don't know how you fill a city when your farm plots are that small, but there we go. That's just the farm plot for that particular farmhouse, and the farms themselves are somewhere out on the outskirts. I don't know. Oh wow, that's an impressive view. Look at that. That's the famous arch where the Blue Palace is built. I thought we were going to visit the Blue Palace as well, but I shouldn't think I'll be allowed in there. Just wander into the palace. I might head there this evening just to have a good look at it from the outside before I head off. But the size of that arch, though. Trying to compare it, trying to get a comparison. It'd be nice to see one of the
Talk
ships.
to Gaiman if you want a horse, or Katla if you're looking for work. I can't help
It'd
you.
be nice to have one of the ships going in these so you can get a proper scale of how big that arch is, but...
I take care of the horses, and the goats, and the chickens, and the garden.
Young man, you sound like you need a chat, or you're just heading past. Okay, you're heading off. Pestering me for a conversation. Wow, look at that. What is this down here? This building over here. That is dug directly into the hillside. Yeah, that's not such a fond memory. This is a ship that I travelled in on. And very uncomfortable it was too. Below decks you get bounced around and feel seasick, and on the decks I found that you get sprayed with water and feel seasick. It wasn't the most pleasant journey, I can tell you that much. It's one hell of a ship though. A bit bigger than the one I travelled on. I was just heading round the coast. Swamplands are rather grim looking as well over there, like the dead trees in the distance. Ah, now I know that sign. That's the shipping company. We see those guys in Cyrodiil as well. What's this young man doing? Was he running a message? Excuse me?
You talk to Ed Brothers. Deja has no words for you.
Everything's all right?
Okay, yeah, everything's fine. I'm just getting accosted by strange Argonians. What was it again? Something about a shipment? You're being asked about? Hello, excuse me. Hello? Are you not going to talk to me? Is it the dog? Is the dog upsetting you? Can I come in? Isn't it staff only behind this point? Good morning, Victoria.
Sorry, I was lost in thought. I'm planning my wedding, you see. So many details to work out.
Oh, congratulations. I'm not actually here about your wedding. I'm here about Yvette Sand. She asked me to come and check on a shipment of spice for her spice wine.
Ah, yes. If she wants to pay the 2,000 gold tariff, then we'll be all set.
2,000? My goodness, what is she getting shipped in for 2,000 tariff? Yvette can't afford a tariff, so I can try and persuade you, or I can give you a bit of money. Now, my last attempt at persuading someone didn't go particularly well, so despite the fact of being an imperial and a trader, and a small bonus to my trading skills, I don't see how it's going to work out very well either. I've still got plenty of money on me. So I think I will go use the age-old traditional method of bribing somebody. I'm sure we can work something out. Clink, clink.
That would be acceptable. You can tell Yvette San her shipment will be brought up to Solitude shortly.
Okay, well that's not so bad then. It happens sometimes in business,
Some
you know.
say I got my position because my cousin is the Emperor. Nonsense. The man's given me nothing. He can't even be bothered to attend my wedding.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'd imagine that your family arrangements probably are something to do with where you are right now. Sorry if that's not true, but you can't help but think that. Yeah, so that was okay. I mean, I'm not too concerned. Some people probably have their noses a little out of joint for having to look at those two staring at each other, having to pay a bit of money to grease the wheels.
Ed Brothers. Deja has no words for you.
But you know, sometimes it's just the way it goes. I've had to deal with people like that before now as well. Officials who need little encouragement. And in the end, usually it works itself out. We'll head back up and give the spice merchant her the good news. And unfortunately, you better probably pop into Angeline's aromatics and tell her the bad news. But there we go.